So gay marriage is bullshit. I'll tell you why.
Why? Okay. All right,
Rocco?
controversial talk of the night. Why is it bullshit according to Rocco?
I'm going to say this, and, maybe it's not the popular opinion, but I keep hearing, the gays were persecuted. Mm-hmm. Well, you know who's been persecuted 2,000 years?
Who?
Were the Christians. And you don't see me tap dancing.
Rocco,
I'm just quoting somebody from Facebook. No, I
Rocco
don't
was
mean
very
that.
excited
I don't mean that.
when the theme song was going. He looked at me and said, "I got this," and that's when we started.
I wanted to have the opening line.
You got it.
That's actually almost word for word. Someone I know on Facebook.
We wanted to tweet out, gay marriage it can be a thing. Sad day, but we didn't think people would get it. We know you guys would get it.
Now, I talked about that. I think I streamed the other night. And a lot of people didn't know that story. I swear we talked about it on the podcast.
Maybe it was on an after show.
Maybe. So I actually want to, just real quick. We knew somebody, because we quote this a lot, so I want to make sure everybody who watches this
You have to know it's a story that we don't think this.
We knew somebody, a very, very, very shitty person on Facebook. And they found, it was someone to which we actually every day would come into work to check their Facebook and see what was wrong now. It was like, they got into a fight, they broke in somewhere, it was just a all-around horrible person, beating people up, terrible, terrible person. One day we found out their brother came out to them as homosexual. He came out to him as gay, to the family. And this guy, this shitty guy, wrote about it on Facebook, and the exact quote that he wrote was, this was a status update. Just found out my bro's homosexual. ... Sad day. A week later, he went to jail. I still don't know why. I think he beat up a bunch of kids or something.
The point is that we haven't heard from him since, so
we haven't.
I think he's still in jail.
But that quote, we just quote that all the time. Just wow, sad day. So I thought I told this story. I thought we've told this story on the podcast before. I guess maybe I didn't. But anyway, it's so great reading. There's been some of the best Facebook updates this year. I mean, nothing that rivals shit drinking, but close.
Yeah, his
some
was,
close,
his was great.
Stupid shit. Anyway.
And now it's gone because he's in fucking prison.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Everybody all week has been tagging everything #LoveWins.
Yeah.
What is that? Why is that appropriate? Married people hate each other.
Makes you think.
It's the wrong hashtag.
Hey, all right, ready? I'm gonna be generic San Diego stand-up comedian. Ready?
Yeah.
Gay people can get married. Now you can see how much you hate it.
Why did you look at me the whole time you did that?
See if you liked it.
Well,
Eric told that joke.
You're every man, so I just want to see if you laugh.
Thanks, man.
Who's the average San Diego comedian?
Just walk into any bar. This is a comedian. Hey, now everyone can get married. Good. Now they can see how the suffer ring.
That's who here has one?
I got one.
That's close up on the suffer ring.
The
No, this
suffer ring.
That's the suffer ring.
Mine's like the one ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, one ring to ruin all the relationships.
Have you guys ever seen that movie?
And in the darkness, bind them.
Is that the one ring to drive the single girls crazy about you?
Yeah, it's true.
And when he takes it off, he's invisible to them.
Whoa.
Holy
Whoa.
shit! We got some backwards ring shit.
That's
Whoa.
pretty. Yeah, that's true though. True.
That's incredible.
It
I
is.
still, every time I see that ring, think about the day Sean got married. He walked from the ceremony, walked in, and he's like, wow, can you believe it? I hugged Sean. I said, wow, is that the ring? And I looked at it, and I fucking dropped it, and it went a mile down the... I wanted to kill
He
myself.
said, "Can I see that?" And I said, "Sure." And I handed it to
Ding,
him.
ding, ding, ding. I was a klutz. It was one of those days. You ever have one of those days?
Every day.
And, I mean, we took all those photos earlier in the day, and my fucking zipper was open for all of them. I mean, it was just shit like that all day. And then I see the ring, and I drop it, and it rolls down the hallway. I'm like, fucking kill me.
Yeah.
I remember
anyway.
I didn't care.
I remember when my friend Sean got married. Sad day. Just
Sad
found
day.
out my bro is not single anymore. Sad day.
Sad day.
Sad day. Anyway, welcome everybody to the podcast.
Really? Hold on, I'm not done with that sentence.
Oh, good.
Finding out your friend is married is the same as finding out they're gay. Basically, they will not be joining you on your single man excursions anymore. It's the same thing.
Well, why can't a gay guy do that?
Because he is no longer interested in single females, Sean.
Why can't he go with you anyways?
Just like a married man is no longer interested in single females.
Dude, gay people are like awesome wingmen. I don't know what's where you're coming
they're terrible wingmen. Let me tell you why. Girls would rather spend time with them than with you. That is not a good wingman. That is a enemy pilot. Okay? That's what that is. Moving on.
Well, everybody. Hopefully the country can move on.
Hopefully.
Because I just can't believe it. Anyway.
Hey, you know what? The White House being the rainbow?
Yeah.
I thought was awesome.
That actually surprised me more than anything that did. Just because, obviously, the big thing was obviously what the Supreme Court did. But for some reason, there being that visual was like heavy. It was like, we'll see pictures of that 100 years from now. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
That was like crazy to me.
Yeah, and but man, if you aren't for gay marriage and you are like super Republican, I love this country, and you see the White House in a rainbow, that's so fucking, that's like a fuck you, and that's awesome. I mean, I think it's awesome because I'm for it. So, but if I was against it, I think that pissed me off.
What if they lit it up like a Confederate flag?
Yeah, right. I follow this guy on Instagram who is the official photographer for Obama, and it is Pete Souza something. It is one of the best accounts because it's just the president doing like normal things, or just like you see him like behind stage about to go out to do a eulogy or whatever. But it's really cool. Like he has like some of these amazing pictures. I would recommend following him. It's really interesting. You see what the president ate that day. You see him in the kitchen making a sandwich.
Wow!
Holy shit!
Hey, and you know what, Eric?
What?
Eric?
What?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Presidential butter and jelly. Presidential butter and justice. I could go on and on and on, but I won't. I'll spare you.
Can you give us one more?
Yeah, one more.
Presidential.
Fuck you.
Benghazi and jelly.
But okay.
Anyway. But anyway, I'm curious now. Just personally, I saw a lot of really heinous updates on people's Facebooks this week. It was a real.
What did they say?
Like what I quoted earlier, and just stuff. You know, I just didn't see any that were descriptions of why there shouldn't be gay marriage that didn't sound like talking like they were animals. You know what I mean? Like
gay people are animals?
Yeah, there. I read a lot that were like, I never said I had any issue with your people having something like marriage, but just like, you know what I mean? Just having that talk where it's like, yeah, you know, hey, the pets can have fun too. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
You know, people saying, hey, I'm tolerant. Yep. I have no problem with you people having your own thing. Why do you have to call it regular people's thing? You know what I mean? Like things like that where it's like, you're talking to the zoo.
I didn't see any negative thing in my. I
didn't see tons, but I saw a few things that were like that. So I'm curious. Podcast question of the week: what's the best / worst thing you saw written on Facebook this week? I think that's a good email.
Yeah, I saw the opposite of that.
Really?
All of my, I have a lot of friends in Portland, and they are insufferable right now. It's a lot of things like, well, there you go, straight people might as well go away because you're fucked forever. I'm glad I'm not there right now.
My favorite thing is still the amount of people that will go, I just feel like I just want to move to Canada. Which it's been there the whole time. Yeah, they've had that.
Did you see the best tweet, which was some major pastor goes, 626 will always remember it as the 9/11 of moral decency.
Yeah. the two towers of morals and decency or whatever were struck down by moral jihadists.
My favorite is the pastor who said that he was going to burn himself alive if it passed, and then he said, well, I didn't really mean it.
Oh, cool. Hey, did that couple get divorced, or what's up, Derek?
I don't know. Couple check? They still married?
Oh, I don't know. Did anybody get divorced over gay marriage becoming legalized? Podcast question of the week.
Did you at home get divorced?
Hey, if you're... Well, no, fuck it. I don't know. I was going to ask, if you're pissed off about gay marriage, podcast question of the week, why? But I know none of our fans fall into that.
I don't think so. But why?
Fall into that
you can
group.
answer or reply, but just 2 sentences, please. I don't want to read a whole.
No, don't. That's not the question.
Okay,
we'll come up with a better question later.
Hey, I still like the question. Hey, what was the funniest thing you saw on Facebook?
Funniest/worst.
I'm still laughing at. It's been going around. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it at home. But in my opinion, the best exchange period on the internet this week was when Arnold Schwarzenegger changed his picture to have the rainbow flag over his Terminator photo.
What?
And a guy commented, "Wow, Arnold, what is with pushing this propaganda? I will have to unfollow," or something like that. And he responded, "Hasta la vista." That couldn't respond to that better. Anyway,
that's rad.
So yeah, check that out.